The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, inravio can get your message out there. And we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is inravio.com. inravio.com.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Jackie Bonds Show. I am very happy to be here today. We got a good show coming up. We got a couple of guests. We got one rapper, singer, slash pop. I don't know what the genre is today, what they call it, but we have React Lady Stunner, who's going to be performing tonight in New York. And we have her manager on just to talk about what's coming up for her, and her name is Cookie the Queen. So we'll have them on after probably this first or second break. So stay tuned for that. And basically what I'm going to do today is talk about the stuff that's in the news that I've been following, you know, for a little while, not really much. I don't really read the papers that much or watch TV. Occasionally I'll watch, you know, some shows on Headline News, and I'll watch Dr. Drew. You know, they always have something good on there. So basically today, you know, or yesterday, I don't know which it was, but, you know, Chelsea Clinton is going to get $75,000 to speak, and then it's like ... and it says about what? Which, you know, is a good question, because, I mean, really, who is worth $75,000 to speak at a school or a conference or whatever? Her father gets $200,000 and her mother gets $200,000. And I heard that, I don't know if it was Syracuse University and Snooki from the Jersey Shore got like $175,000 to speak there. I mean, I just don't understand it. There's people out there in the world that they can't even get a cup of coffee, and they're giving these people $75,000, $100,000, $150,000. But I guess, you know, people are willing to pay for it, and it gives the schools or whatever a lot of publicity. So that's just one thing, you know. I don't agree with it, but who am I to judge? You know, I don't really want to throw stones at any political, you know, I'm not a political person. So, you know, we also have the World Cup in the news. You know, the game that's coming up is Sunday, and it's the finals, I believe, Germany and Argentina for the Cup. Yeah, it is the finals. I know that Germany just destroyed Brazil, and it was an emotional loss, you know, for Brazil. They had everybody crying. It was just, this is a big thing. I didn't know the World Cup was such a big thing, but obviously it's played with all, you know, teams from all over the world. Once the U.S. was out, or the Italy team, which I would follow a little bit, was out of the thing, then I don't really get into it. I just don't understand the rules. They just run up and down and kick a ball and bounce it off their head, and, you know, they call it soccer. So that's all I know. Also in the news, in the sporting, if we continue with the sports, is Carmelo Anthony is supposedly, he's becoming a free agent. He is a free agent. and now he's saying that he's going to stay with the Knicks, but it's through a source who is a good friend of his. My personal feelings on that is I think Anthony is more of a selfish player and not a team player, and I think that the Knicks would do better if they got a more unselfish player than Carmelo Anthony. I know we're not going to get anyone like LeBron James or anything like that, but although I wouldn't really take a chance on LeBron anyway because he's up and down and he's just a risk as far as, you know, being someone who would be in the game and he gives 100%, but he seems to get lost in the games like a deer in headlights here and there, you know, so I don't know. I hope they make good moves. They got a new general manager, Phil Jackson, which is very promising for our team, a new coach, but he's just out of the NBA. He's never coached before, and he just retired from the NBA, and he's going to be a coach, which is Derek Fisher. He played under Phil Jackson, and he's maybe right for the job. Who knows? If the system works and Phil Jackson gets his right players in order, you know, Knicks probably would have a good chance. Let's see, what else? I seen something about George Clooney in here. He's suing the Daily Mirror, I think it's the Daily Mirror, for mail fraud or something. I briefly watched it yesterday on the news, but obviously he may need the money, so he's going to sue a magazine. That's what's good about being, you know, an artist or, you know, a musician or whatever, and you're in the media, an actor, a movie star. You're in the media a lot, and you could, you know, sue anybody you want. It's really not going to cost you money because you're always going to have an income flow to combat your lawyers, whatever. What does that mean, combat your lawyers? I have no idea what I'm saying, but whatever. It all is good. Oh, there's another big story in New York right now. The MTA may go on strike. It's like 2 weeks from going on strike. It's a big thing because everybody in New York, there's so much, you know, transportation problems with cars, with traffic, with emissions, with this and that. So it's a big thing now that the trains may go on strike, which would affect the Long Island Railroad and, you know, people coming from all over the place, the MTA, Metro Transit Authority. We're following that story. I'll bring you more about it when we come back next week or so and let you know what's going on. Congress is may step in to avoid something. They may arbitrate the situation. Yeah, it says right here, Long Island Railroad going nowhere. It's a big problem if that happens. A lot of people are going to have a hard time getting to work. I know a lot of people ain't going to have rides like just like that. So, oh, my daughter graduated last week. I think I said that, you know, I don't know if I had mentioned it, but I'm very proud of her. She's going to college. She may move out of my house and live in New York. I think I did say that. It doesn't matter. What's the difference saying it again? And let's see. Obama is, oh, big border wars. You know, there's a lot of kids trying to come into this country now. So that's a big thing. A lot of people are against that. They feel like, why should we have other children, you know, that aren't our own, live in this country and eventually, you know, cause problems. You know, they're making money here that, you know, other kids should be working. They'll be taking jobs away. They'll be, you know, have to be housed somehow or another. Probably won't be in good conditions, which isn't fair to the kids either, but their parents want them over here. And, okay, that's basically, you know, that's basically the news today. I think we'll take a little break and come back and, oh, here's a good story. Killer hooker. Wow. I'm not going to call up that escort service. So we'll be right back with more of the Jackie Bonds Show right after these messages. Thank you. Stay tuned.
inravio.com. Paul Brown and the Killing Devils. Alternative progressive rock like you've never heard before. Over 1 million views on YouTube. New York City Village Voice says Paul is a gifted singer, songwriter, and musician with one of the best progressive rock bands on the planet. LA Underground Music Exchange calls him the only modern American band to cover every genre well. Pick up the albums Black Widow Tears, Red Spider, and The Wizard's Dawn, now on iTunes. And get to facebook.com/Killing Devils to keep up with the latest info.
This is Joe Larson from the 5051 Racing Show, live every Monday night from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Watch as I dive into everything from NASCAR and motor racing, only on inravio.com.
Transmission of lice occurs from being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Like catching a cold or a flu.
You have guaranteed peace of mind in every bottle of Got Lice because all of our products are completely natural.
And organic.
But strong enough to cover all your lice removal needs while being safe and effective. Our professional technicians are specially trained with our exclusive proven technique to successfully comb out head lice. We come right to your home at your convenience.
Whenever you want us.
We bring everything needed to perform a successful and complete comb out while eliminating your head lice. And we leave you with our exclusive complimentary products to use for the next 10 days following our treatment.
For free.
Our technicians also check all family members who have been exposed to lice. Please visit us on our website today at gotlice.co or feel free to call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 646-257-0121.
Hey, this is Gina Cotillo from The Gina Show. Come join us every Wednesday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for celebrity interviews, Reality Reel with Billy Charles, funny stories with Brian Kinnear, and much, much more. The Gina Show can be found only on inravio.com, broadcasting to the world, so come and catch us.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, inravio can get your message out there. And we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is inravio.com.
Welcome back to the Jackie Bond Show. And now we have a couple of special guests here with me. On my left is an up-and-coming artist. She's also a beautiful woman.
Thank you.
And her name is React Lady Stunner.
Salud.
Her manager here is Cookie the Queen, and they're both from Beehive Entertainment. So we're going to ask them a few questions. I know they're coming up with a show this Friday night. Actually, tonight. I know, I didn't realize
Friday,
that.
TGIF.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about how you got into the music business and what inspired you, first of all, as a little girl, maybe whenever you thought about it.
I grew up with my mom, only child. My aunt lived with us, so she was like my sister. We were close in age, and they used to dance around the house playing Shalimar and Sugar Hill Gang, and I was always a little diva, and I was in ballet and dance, so we'd all like go crazy, you know. I grew up with a lot of soul, and it started from when I was a baby. So around 11, when I started, you know, being in my adolescence, I used to go to, you know, the Great Adventure, and I would always do the videos, Salt and Pepper, and dance to that. And then
you were pushing it, right?
That song, we have it on video, yeah. So then, and then I started writing around 12. You know, I was big into Dre and Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube, and huge Beastie Boys fan. That was one of my biggest. Never missed a New York concert. You know, I was a big part of the Tibetan Freedom concert. Always been into music. It was always the first love. Still is. I started to take my music seriously around 17, 18, 19. Would perform at Pyramids. Had some Wu-Tang management, promoting some shows periodically. And then...
You're hitting like the big time now with Wu-Tang, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I love Wu-Tang. I grew up, Method Man, Redman, Ghostface, RZA. I mean, that's real hip-hop, you know, so I respect
ODB?
that. I love
Don't forget
ODB.
him.
Can't. Now you got young ODB walking around, I see you. You know, so everybody's moving. But, you know, when I started, it wasn't like every other person was doing music, so it was kind of, I was always the eccentric one, because back then, it wasn't everybody doing it. Not today, you know, everybody knows trying to make it.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in East Yaphank, North Shirley, which is kind of interesting. It was actually a skinhead town, and I was a hip-hop head, so that didn't always go over so well. I skateboarded, too, so I listened to, you know, not just hip-hop, but rock and roll and alternative.
So you basically stood out with being that you were only pretty much one of a few who were doing music out here.
I was always different. So, but I started rapping at 13. And then after I had my kids, I got all new studio equipment and just been on a crazy train from there and just keep moving up. It's a passion, it's a dream. I went to college, so, you know, I still did it during college. I've had some really interesting jobs.
A woman does it all.
Do you consider this interesting, or just
you know, it all falls
passionate, or
within the same thing. I'm an artist, complete artist.
for
You know, growing up in high school, I used to draw flash and sell it to the tattoo shops. So I used to get $25 a flash. I always hustled somehow. So I would work.
Gotta hustle in the music business. That's
I'm a
one
hustler
of the keys.
all around. You know, and I mean, my family genes. It's in the blood. So I've always worked and been successful.
Yes, I do know your family genes.
Quite a bit.
Very well.
So it's I'm a go-getter.
Now, tonight is Friday.
Yes.
This show is airing about 6 o'clock. You have a show tonight, right?
We have a big show coming up.
Tell us about it.
You know, I always said I wanted to perform at this venue because I see a lot of my favorite artists performing there. And Sean Strange invited me to open up for him and Bizarre from D12, amongst a couple other great artists. So I'm so stoked for this show because I'm a huge Sean Strange fan. He's actually going to be on my upcoming record, Harley Quinn. I know I have a lot of fans waiting for Harley Quinn, but I've been waiting for Sean Strange because he's the perfect Joker. So look out for that coming. But this Friday we have a 6 show coming on. I'm opening up. I'm going to be forming some dope tracks. I'm going to be forming. I'm not going to give it away. So come through. You'll be surprised. I'm putting on a show. So
where is it?
It's at Tobacco Road in Times Square. We're going to take over Times Square at Beehive, take over RKC, take over. Be there. It's $15 at the door. Just say my name, React, give your girl love. It's going to be amazing. So I look forward to seeing and meeting a lot of new fans tonight. I know you're all excited. I'm very excited to be on this stage, and I promise you I'm going to bring it 100. So we party after. I don't drink before I go on stage. So
some people do and it helps them, but some people do and it destroys them. Okay. What about your manager, Cookie the Queen?
The Queen.
How did you get involved with
React?
Yeah.
React Lady Stun. I found her. You know, it was a diamond, definitely a diamond, and she's doing her thing. I was doing a radio show, and I had a little buzz in my ear about her, and of course I said, you know, I gotta check this girl out. She's making noise. And I did. I Googled her, and there she was. Amazing, amazing artist, amazing person. I mean, what you see is what you get. It's React Lady Stunner, and I had to get her on my camp. I said, hey, you know, we started talking, getting to know each other, you know, listening to the music, and it's just hit after hit after hit with her. She's an amazing girl, and I'm proud to have her on the team, definitely.
How long you been managing, and what did you do before that?
I've been in the industry, believe it or not, 23 years.
Wow.
I've worked from, you know, with the biggest people in the industry, major, underground, indie. You know, shout out to Patrick Adams, King of Disco, Easy Mo B, I See You. You know, yeah. I mean, and the list goes on and on. Rakim, The God. Yeah, just so many, and it goes on and on. As I said, you know, it's an amazing feeling, amazing journey. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
And let me ask you something. What is your feelings about this show tonight?
I'm excited for her. It's Times Square. I mean,
Big time.
Sean Strange, definitely shout out to you. Salute. Always doing his thing. And look out for that Harley Quinn. It's going to be insane. With React Lady Stunner and many featured guests. I mean, what can you say? It's New York. New York, stand up. Doing our thing.
Okay.
React's bringing that underground. She's breaking through.
I'm sorry. Do you have a website for Beehive?
We do. You can catch us at, oh my God, Cookie the Queen on Facebook, Instagram, and the website's coming soon.
Okay.
Definitely. It's under reconstruction. But yeah,
I know
you guys
that.
have to come out tonight. We're doing it.
Y'all could check out my website right now. It's reactnewyorkcity.com.
reactnewyorkcity.com.
It's kind of funny because everybody kind of makes up their own name for me, but initially it started as React because I was a little skater with my little backpack and my Krylon spray cans, and I ran with the local graffiti crew.
Did graffiti?
And I wrote React. Yeah, I used to study Lady
On trains?
Pink on trains with backpacks. Absolutely.
That's funny. Wow, that's great.
So we were part of graffiti crews back then, and that's where I got my name React, and I started reacting to things. So then it was React New York City because I kind of ran New York City clubs for a while, Tunnel, Exit, Sound Factory.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm, you know.
You were around when the tunnel was out?
Yeah. Then I ran the Hamptons, my own part, the Foggy Goggle. I bartended at CPI. So,
wow.
Yeah.
You've been around, girl.
Yeah.
Nice.
What about the name you have now, React Lady Stunner?
It's kind of funny because my studio guy, my engineer, I go to a private studio, 300, and he said, "Lady, you a stunner." So we just made it React Lady
That's cool.
Stunner. So
It works.
Yeah, you know, it's a little different, but you know,
It works. I did go to one of your shows. I couldn't stay. I just wanted to meet up with you, but boy, there was people piling in that place.
Yeah.
I must say.
I got fans. I do. You know, I got a lot of fans at this point, and it feels really awesome.
Can they leave messages on your website?
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook. You could contact my email list and sign up at reactnewyorkcity.com. And either one of my Facebook pages, my fan page or my regular page. Hurry though, because I'm almost up to 5,000.
The limit.
It takes a little while if you send me a request, but I like to touch base.
I got like
with
300.
It's getting to
You
the
start
point
somewhere.
where I'm not going to be able to manage it no more. So
Yeah.
touch base, say hello, and if it takes a little while to get to you, I will. So
And is
thank
that
you.
the way they would contact you if they want you to perform somewhere?
No, they contact Cookie for that. I don't
Cookie,
deal with
okay.
that.
The information is
I
also
focus on
at
the music.
www.reactlady. I'm sorry, you see what I'm saying?
ReactNewYorkCity.com.
ReactNewYorkCity.com. And just
ReactNewYorkCity.com.
click on the link for booking and management, and we'll take care of it.
Good, good, good.
Absolutely.
So I'm pumped. We did this, I'm part of this group called the RKC. It's kind of funny story because I got 2 little boys and I said they want a dog. And I got expensive shoes and I had a dog and it chewed my expensive shoes. So I said, no way, no way, no way. So, they're mommy's boys. They sleep with me.
How much were the shoes?
The ones they chew, don't even, Jackie. It hurts.
How much
Some
was the
reminder.
dog? How much was the dog?
The old dog, I got rid of it. I sent her upstate. So
You
then
got
I
a
had
new
my
dog.
babies. So then they said, Mommy, can we get a dog, Mommy? I said, once you both the potty train, I'll think about it. So I went for a dog. I bought him. And he was, American
You had a
Bully.
pit bull, right?
I have I thought I had American Bully. It's kind of funny. I have a extra large pit bull mixed with a English bulldog.
Wow.
Yeah, that breeder, he got me. But that got me into the RKC, and everything happens for a reason.
Amen.
Then I found out my homie in the music industry, much respect, Willie Guerrero, had all these dogs, and he's rocking this gear, RKC, and I was like, we got the same dogs. So, I was like, I started to get into it, and I got the fever, and I wasn't a dog person. And then I thought I had American Bully, and it's kind of funny because they asked me to do their anthem and their theme song for them. So I took a photo shoot with my dog, and then someone from the group said, your dog's not a real American Bully. And I was like,
How did they get in touch with you?
through the RKC blog. So he knew the
Wow.
breeder, and then he knew my
And they
puppy.
must have heard you. So
Yeah,
they knew
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's
So
great.
shout out to the RKC community. I'll be performing at their nationals. I'm their new co-host on the RKC Den with Willie G. So stay posted on my Facebook page. We'll let you know when that airs. That's big. The RKC is not just a dog registry; it's a lifestyle. And what really attracted me into it is because my 5-year-old son has autism, and I'm a huge activist in autism awareness. And I noticed that a lot of kennels down south did a lot of charity work with that, so I was like, ooh. So I'm actually going to pilot and run part of the RKC called RKC Cares and do a lot of benefit and tie it in with my program. It's called Sounds for the Spectrum, and it's all going to be donated to different organizations to make awareness within that. So I'm all over the place. I'm Superwoman.
Good. I'm very happy for you.
So ask me some questions. Let's make this fun.
Yeah. Let's see. Speaking of family,
Yeah.
okay, like I said, I know your family very well. I grew up with your your uncle.
My Uncle
We
Ray.
were really tight.
If I didn't wax my eyebrows, my Uncle Ray and
The
my,
4th of
myself
July.
would have the same eyebrows.
We're at July 7th, so the 4th of July passed, and on 4th of July, we destroyed the whole neighborhood with fireworks, But was there any influence from your family with the music? Did you get encouraged, or did you get like, why you even bothering, things like that?
And this journey has been rough, but music does run in my veins. My father, he's still alive, but I don't talk too much. He lives in the Bronx. He's an old Bronx cat. He sings very well. I have a lot of my family, the old, mafioso doo-wop group, the Earls and all that. They sung doo-wop. My Aunt Julie, God rest her soul, my godmother, she was a beautiful singer and played piano. So I get it through my history, and it's just natural for me. It's a fight, though, because it competes with every aspect of my life, and it's love for me, and it's truly number one, and that's why I'm still here and doing what I do. And and I see it. I see my son getting involved in it.
Good.
But
How old are
a
your
fight.
kids?
5 and 6.
Wow, they're getting involved now. That's awesome.
Yeah, my son named his own rapper name. He says, my name is Jay Reason. And I was like, oh, React and Reason. You're a smart kid. Well, he comes
Now,
from me, so.
When did you realize that you were getting, progressing in the industry, and you needed to get a manager? That's important, right?
I realized the minute I connected with Cookie. That woman believed in me. More,
that must have felt good.
Felt real good. It's actually like it's a soulmate, you know.
Yeah.
You meet your soulmates right away. I'm actually doing a song called Love at First Sight, and it's not about a man, it's not about a female, it's about people that you meet, and they're not always your significant other, but they're people in your life that are soulmates, where you love and feel from the minute you meet them. And she, you know, she believed in me 100%, and so I always say she's my day one chick, and she's been my management ever since. I have affiliates, but at the end of the day, no matter how big I get, Beehive will always be number one because she believed in me. So thank you, Cookie.
Oh, thank you. That's why we love her. How do you not love her? Hello.
Now, Cookie, where are you from originally?
Brooklyn. I'm a Brooklyn girl. Yeah,
Where in Brooklyn?
East New York. Stands up. Yes, I represent for the crazy hood of East New York.
Yes.
Everybody's like, But definitely, I still have family out there. Born and raised. Lived in Howard Beach for a little while when I started the industry, and moved out to Long Island about 15, 16 years ago, and now I'm in the Lower. I'm everywhere.
Where in Long Island are you from?
Originally, the first place I hit was Valley Stream, but my kids were raised in Franklin Square.
Okay.
West Hempstead, Franklin Square
And
borderline.
and that's where you are now?
No, now I'm in the Lower. I'm in Lower Manhattan by the seaport.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely, right
Me
across.
too, me too.
Oh, we're neighbors?
Where by the
Okay,
seaport?
I am right off of FDR and Madison. By Madison and
Smith Projects?
No, Valadics, Keller Hill.
Valadics.
Yes.
Valadics. Oh my
And,
God. I'm in Southbridge
Shout out.
Towers.
Oh, okay.
You know Southbridge
We're
Towers?
right across. I'm still learning. It's only been 2 years, but yeah. You know, shout out to the
great
King
down
B. Definitely showing me the whole Lower. They're doing a lot of reconstruction over there. I'm still waiting for them to finish.
They're doing so much construction.
It looks good.
They're going to build a whole mall, a movie theater.
Did you
where the
see?
sequel was.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
That was my
Did
spot.
you, were you there for the fireworks show?
No, we did fireworks, at React's house. We
Oh, really?
We took it to the mansion at East
yeah,
Cribs,
definitely
React style.
jacuzzis.
Ask your uncle about us when you tell him about fireworks. Tell him about us.
Oh boy.
We
He'll
started
know.
young with fireworks.
We used to go to
he actually brought
101.
the fireworks over this year.
In Queens, we used to go to 101 Avenue. In
Oh.
Ozone Park. That's where we
I
grew
don't
up.
know those guys
Yeah.
over there.
Well, I used to go to Ozone Park to shoot that up, but that was when I was little. But yeah.
All right, so now let me ask you this. Okay. Tonight is a really, really big show.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you've had other shows before, okay? I don't know if this is the biggest one you've had, but whenever you do a show, how do you prepare yourself for that show that day, that night? What do you do in the dressing room? Do you feel nervous? Do you feel confident? Like, what goes through your mind?
The day of?
Yeah.
The day of, you know, I really hope I'm not scrambling for certain things, but sometimes you can't control certain things and you have to kind of go with the wave of life. I try not to stress out and just kind of get the cards that are dealt. Sometimes your performance music is not correct. You get the wrong version or it won't open with the certain DJs. And a lot of times, you know, this show is one of the biggest ones I did, so I'm hoping that, you know, everything will go smoothly because, you know, when you go from the minor leagues to the majors, and Sean Strange and Bizarre from D12 for their majors. Sean Strange ain't a local rapper, so I'm excited. Everything should be right. I mean, I prepare 2 weeks before, you know, just making sure the music's right, the performance, and the people that are allowed. And then she deals with, you know, what we have. Rough Riders coming down. They want to film. Can they film? Do we got to do a waiver?
Really? They're still around, Rough Riders?
Always.
Yeah.
With Swiss Beats?
Swiss Beats. Yeah, I mean, he's all over the place, Swiss Beats.
I know, he's all over.
He's
I think
amazing.
he's in England
Swiss, you want to work together.
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
But, yeah, no,
Wow.
I'm excited. So me and Sean Strange, and his girlfriend's coming out. He met her on tour when he was out in Germany or wherever he was, all over Europe.
Right.
And she sings opera, and it
Now,
sounds
what
beautiful.
happens if you get a chance to go on tour? Like, would you feel like you're going to be leaving your kids for a little while, or you have you have confidence that they'll be taken care of? I know you got a nice family and everything.
Yeah, I set my schedule up where, you know, I travel. I'm a businesswoman as it is. I have a high-profile corporate job. I have to leave 5 days, you know, sometime. But I have a nanny who's my aunt. She's
Awesome.
amazing. She's like my sister. I have my mother downstairs, my husband. I have a good support system. I have Cookie and I have neighbors. So, you know, we make it work, you know, and when they could come with me, they can. And, you know, it's what it is. I'm trying to set up a nice life for them. Everything I do for my boys.
Okay. And now, Cookie,
Yes.
the queen from Beehive, what are you doing on a daily basis as far as looking for shows and things like that? How do you go about doing that?
Well,
Just
I'm a
calling
seeker.
different-
I'm a seeker. I seek what's good. I feel it. I've been in the industry long enough. But when I say that, it's because I hear what others have to say. I know what they want. And with music, it's ever changing. And so is she. So every day we're on the, you know, what sounds good, what do they want to hear, what does the crowd want, what are the fans, you know, looking for. And I make sure that I'm paying attention. And we work together, and it's a connection. I don't even like calling it work. It's just
artistry.
It's you can't make this up. It's something that just comes. It's natural.
Do you guys do like a lot of high-fiving? You go, oh shit. Oops.
You know,
Excuse
well,
me. Wow, guess who I spoke to? Man,
Yeah.
we might get this show over here, blah, blah, blah.
you know, it's all networking. It's all, you know,
Yeah,
getting
big
out
time.
there, to be positive. You know, don't, this. Just stay positive. Be humble
Yeah.
and just go with the flow. Talk with people. It really is marketing, networking, and just surrounding yourself. Like my dad used to tell me, surround yourself with good. Good comes out of it.
You know,
Are
that's
you on Instagram and Facebook? And
I'm on
Twitter and all
Instagram,
that?
Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, everywhere. Google me at Cookie the Queen and Cookie the Queen B. As I said,
B-E-E or just-
B-E-E. Yes, let's get that straight.
Do you buzz around?
I buzz around, you know, Beehive since 1990. You know,
I'm
we're
not
doing
coming
it.
near you, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want to be near no
We're
Beehive.
stinging. We sting 'em.
I enjoy being by you now, but
We're enjoying being here. You're awesome. Awesome. Love it.
okay. So all I can say is it was a great, you know, great time sitting with you guys and listening to what's going on.
So let me ask you
Thank you
something.
so much.
What?
So let me ask you something.
Ask me whatever you want.
You gonna come out tonight and get turned up?
Are you coming with us?
It depends on, you know, I live my life around my daughter's schedule.
Okay.
You know, I'm still, even though she's 17, I still feel like
Gotta let go.
she's I know. She just graduated. I was gonna let her live in the city in my apartment there, you know. Like I got a place out here and I'm paying like for 2 bedrooms. Meanwhile, I got a place there. I don't even go.
Well, it's not getting
I
any
go once in
cheaper
a
out
while.
there either. It's getting pretty
No,
crazy.
no.
Once again, shout out to
But,
Noah. But
yeah, I might come. What time is your performance?
I don't know. I'm
Probably
trying
like
to get
11?
on right, but I'm trying to aim for 11:30.
Okay.
I want to go
I
on
might be
Rapid
able to
Zone
do that.
before Sean or Bazaar, just because.
Okay.
a lot of special guests too. Surprise
Yeah,
guests
there's
coming.
other guests, not just me
And
opening, but-
we have we definitely have a.
We're gonna put on
We're
a
making a
show.
movie. Put it like that. It's gonna be
Uh-huh.
epic. We're
It's
making
gonna-
a movie.
You know when I
All
do
right,
things,
then I'll bring my camera
just
too.
Yeah.
goes all out. Shout out to Beehive
Always.
Entertainment.
We
Shout
do
out
big.
to
Shout out to my Rough
RKC.
Riders.
Do your
Definitely.
Rough
shout-outs. Do
Riders.
your shout-outs. Go ahead.
Shout out to Jameson. I told him we were gonna say hey. Shout out to
Jay Reason.
Jay Reason.
Dylan.
You know, our little beehives.
To all my family and friends. I love y'all. And thank you, Jackie, for having us on the
Yes,
show.
thank you.
You're welcome.
RKC.
Amen.
Yes.
And I'm very pleased to have you guys. And I want to give a shout out to your Uncle Raymond.
Uncle
because
Ray.
He actually, I got a phone call one day out of the blue, and he goes, Jackie Bonds, what are you doing? And I'm like, who the hell is this? He goes, Raymond Luster. You know, I should have never said his last name.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm like,
Oh,
you
where
know?
you been?
I said, oh, I haven't seen this kid in like over 35 years. And then we started talking about, you know, all the kids that we grew up with, you know, what they're doing and everything. And then he mentioned you.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I took an interest in looking at you and coming out and see you and staying in touch with you. And
Yeah.
hopefully, I mean, not hopefully, I hope that I would get you on the show,
it
and I
up.
finally did.
Yeah.
So the video is great, and tonight the show is going to be banging.
Banging, bang, 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 bang.
And I appreciate you guys coming down.
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Salud, namaste.
All right, God bless. All right, have a good night tonight. Thank you very much.
Besos.
inravio.com. For over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit hansoncarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered. The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, inravio can get your message out there. And we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is inravio.com. inravio.com.
Okay, welcome back. And that was the two guests I had. I hope you enjoyed them, and I believe this girl, React, is going to go places. I really, really do. And they're beautiful people, inside and out. So we root for those kind of people. You know, the people that are nasty and mean and moody and biatches, we want to see them fail. At least I do, but I hate to admit that, but it's true. I'm not going to talk about the killer hooker, but I am going to talk about something else that was in the news yesterday. Kim Kardashian is apparently suing or bringing a lawsuit against her dentist. So the first thing that came to my mind was, why would she have a lawsuit about with a dentist, And I thought about, like, maybe Kanye had left something or deposited something in her mouth, and the dentist, didn't want to extract it. So who knows? Sometimes that stuff sticks to your gums and stuff. So whatever. That's her choice to sue. That's another thing with people suing. When you're a celebrity, you could sue for anything. So I just wanted to talk about that. I'm going to talk about some things that are coming up for the summer for me. And one thing is, I'm going on a 9-day cruise next week on July 17th. So don't rob my house now that you know I'm not going to be home. I'm going to go sail to somewhere in the Bahamas, Haiti. I don't know why we're going to Haiti. Some other private island that Royal Caribbean has. And I don't know, but it's 9 days, and I'm excited to go. I'm taking my daughter. We've been started cruising a couple of years ago, and we really enjoy it. I think it's a great way to go on vacation because you get a chance to do all kinds of different things on one place. You don't have to, travel here and there and you don't have to pay for nothing except alcohol. So, you just go for some money if you want to have a drink or not. I don't drink personally, but we have, like, my daughter's 17, so we have virgin pina coladas or strawberry daiquiris and whatnot. So that's something that's exciting. We're going on, a family cruise, so it's me, her, my sister, her family, my cousins, there's about 10 to 15 of us. So that should be really interesting. And we're bringing Rocco, who is my nephew, once again. And, if you want to hear anything or know anything about Rocco, he's a special needs child, and he's a great kid. He's just a little crazy, because he has special needs. But I don't mean it in a bad way. I don't mean it like that at all. And if you want to know anything about Rocco or make any comments, you can go to Rocco.com. Oh, no, it's where'srocco.com. That's W-H-E-R-E-S. Rocco, R-O-C-C-O.com. And the rest of the summer, I got some things going on. I'm into doing just about opening a company for music production, putting shows on in different venues, different clubs, having actors, appearances, things like that. And we're just about ready to sign our first contract for our first show. And it's very promising. It is a good show. I mean, I can't really say it now because the contracts aren't set yet. Once it's set, then we're going to go into the advertising bit. I probably will be able to talk about it on next week's show. And I hope you stay tuned to hear about this wonderful thing. I mean, it's going to be a great situation for me and my partners. And it's a good way to meet a lot of people, a diverse crowd, different fan base and, different genres of music. And it's something that I really love. I love music, and I love, meeting people, especially in the industry, because you get a different perspective of what they really like in person. So that's one thing. I also, last night, I went to see the Jersey Boys movie with my daughter. And, I have mixed reviews about it. I read up on a lot of reviews. It wasn't good reviews. They were criticizing Clint Eastwood for the direction of the movie. And, it was a little weird that Clint Eastwood took on, that kind of a role to direct the Jersey Boys. So it was more of a story. I seen the play also on Broadway, and that was tremendous. I recommend, if you can get tickets, which is very hard, maybe not as hard now, it's a little bit expensive, but if you want to have a great night out with your date or your kids or even by yourself, and you love, that kind of music, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, it's an unbelievable play. But the movie is a little different. The movie is narrated by one of the Four Seasons, Tommy DeVito, who was a rough and, kind of kid growing up in Newark, New Jersey, and he basically narrows the movie through his own eyes. But then everybody else, the three other, guys in the group, also have a lot of things that they contribute to the movie out of their own vision of it. So, it's a really, really good story. It's not one hit like wonder kind of thing. It's a group that withstood the test of time, and they had a lot of problems because Tommy DeVito was not only a control freak, controlling the whole thing, but he was scamming different things and borrowing money, on the strength of the group, and the mafia had to get involved, and because one mafia boss, the way they make it seem, took a liking to Frankie Valli, and he brought him under his wing, and he helped them out of a jam, but couldn't help them out completely. And even though Tommy double-crossed the group and double-crossed Frankie Valli, Frankie Valli still stood by him and said he would take all the weight for Tommy's problems. So, it was a good story of friendship and staying by your friends no matter what happens. And it was like that growing up in my neighborhood in Little Italy. We grew up from an Italian neighborhood just like they did. And we stood by each other regardless of what was wrong. And there was a lot wrong. There was always backstabbing and treachery and things like that, beatings, killings, But, if you were friends with someone, you try to stay by them no matter what. So now I'm going to wrap up the show. I enjoyed that, people are viewing my show. I see that I'm getting more and more views, which is good. I'm up to 9 views for, a couple of shows, 4, views on a couple, and I'm trying to get credit for advertising on YouTube. I don't know when that's going to happen, but I'm only kidding around. I'm getting views. People, when they run into me, even though they don't comment on the shows, but they see it and they tell me, oh, I love what you did. I did this, you did that, blah, blah, blah. That was a good story. Keep up the good work. And they really are behind me because they know I'm a good guy. I'm a legitimate good guy. I'm not a jerk or an ass, an ass hog. That's what I'm not. So I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for you guys out there to support me. And I just want to say I love you all. And thank you very much. Keep tuning in to the Jackie Bonds Show. Look for my website, jackiebonds.com. And always watch inravio. Go to inravio.com. There's a multitude of different shows. And it's only getting better and better. So don't forget to check out inravio.com. Thank you very much. And have a great weekend.
inravio.